everyone. So today I filmed this eye look tutorial. It's just like blue, and yeah, so I used the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, which I have been obsessed with lately. Just looks like that. I pretty much just used like these shades and a little bit of that brown shade up top. So I am thinking about doing more tutorials using this palette. If that's something you guys want to see, please let me know. If you don't own this palette, get it. Just get it. It's great. I love it. I love it. It has so many neutrals but like also like pops of color, but like neutral pops of color. Like it's just, I love it. I've also never liked a formula from Urban Decay like shadows as much as I like these. Like the Naked palettes, I don't really like them. But this one, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, this is the look that I came up with. If you like it and you want to learn how to do it, then let's just jump right into it. So I'm starting off already with my eyes primed and set with the powder as well. And then, oh shoot, I don't even know what I want to do. Okay, just to start off, I'm going to go in with the color Riff. So I'm mainly going to focus this right in the crease and just keep it really soft. I'm gonna take a little bit of it too and just kind of put it right in the outer corner. Alright, so that's what that looks like. Just nice and kind of like blown out. It's gonna be a good transition shade. I think I know what I want to do. But then again, maybe I don't. I'm just gonna kind of wing it and we're just gonna talk you guys through it. So next I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, I wanna grab this shade, which is called Big Sky. I'm gonna get that on, how bright do I want it? I'm gonna take it on a brush that looks like this. So it's a little flat shaded brush. I'm gonna take that with some primer water and just spray it a little bit. This is just gonna help so that the colors come up really vibrant. So I'm gonna take this color about like halfway across the lid. And just make sure you're patting it on, and not like rubbing it, because you're just gonna get a lot of fallout. And you won't get the color as bright on there either. That's kind of what that looks like, just about halfway. And it's gonna look messy for a second. A lot of times eyeshadow, you know, it looks weird until it doesn't. So you just kind of have to go for it. That's looking like. And then I'm gonna take the color right next to it, which is Radio. I keep showing it to you guys upside down. Radio. I'm gonna put that on the outer half. Using the same brush, and I'm gonna wet it again as well. And when I'm like kind of going over this color, I'm putting it on top as well, just so that they're not like separated and they kind of like blend together. see I kind of took it a little bit higher than my crease falls, like right there. This is just gonna help so that I could blend it out a little bit later. And then right where the two colors meet, I'm kind of just like taking a mixture of both of the shades on my brush and just kind of running it over right in the middle, just so we get a nice fade. So now I'm going to take a blending brush and get some blending done. So I'm just taking a blending brush, just looks like that. It's clean, it's just stained, so make sure you have a clean blending brush. And I'm taking that same blue shade that we use in the outer, just a little bit of it. And I'm gonna start blending with this. Mainly right here, just so we don't have that harsh line here. And that's why I kind of pulled up that blue shade higher than the crease. And you'll see that I'm keeping the brush really low to the color as well. I don't want to be like blending like this, because then you're going to take the blue shade way too high. And especially with a color like blue or purple, stuff like that, if you take those colors too high, it'll just look like you got punched, which is not what we want today, at least. And I'm slightly starting to bring that color in here, just blending it this way when I don't have a lot of product left on the brush. Okay, and you can kind of see the difference between two sides. And then I'm gonna go over with that first blending brush that we used, this one. And again, it's clean, so I'm just gonna kind of go over it. And just to make sure that that first kind of brown warm shade that we used and the blue shade just blend into each other and there's not like two separate lines. Clean that up here. So that's kind of what the eye is looking like right now. You can definitely leave it like this and then go on with your whatever else you want to do to it. But I think I want it a little bit smokier. I just can't figure out if I want it to go green smoky or like a dark smoky. I'm trying to choose between going green with like this, what is this called, Wanderlust or something? Yeah, Wanderlust. Or taking this shade right here and adding that to it. That would be pretty. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the Drift shade. It's just really pretty and I haven't used it yet, so I really wanna try it. So I'm gonna use the same brush that we're using for the blue. I'm just gonna flip it over and use it for this shade. I'm not gonna take it with the primer water like I did the other ones. So I'm just gonna really focus it right here in the outer corner. Some more depth. I don't know if, yeah, you can kind of see that. Okay, and then again with that same blending brush, I'm just, there's no product left on it. I'm just gonna take it just to make sure that there's no harsh line right here. And then just on my finger, I'm going to take a little bit of that radio shade, the one we had kind of out here, and just pull it in a little bit so we can see it pop a little bit more, since we kind of covered some of it up with that dark shade. Now we have like a really nice fade. And then again, I'm just going to kind of take a clean blending brush and drop it. And go over, pretty much everything. That's what that looks like. I'm going to put my face on, and then when I come back I will clean up. I will finish my eyes. I don't like to put like eyeshadow underneath my eye until after I have like my concealer and everything else on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I just put on my foundation and concealer, so now I'm gonna finish up my eyes. I'm gonna take a pencil brush. Looks like this. And then I'm gonna take that first brown color that we used, Riff, this guy right here. I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna run it under the lash line. Whenever you're working on the bottom lash line, you want to make sure that they're even, because if it's not, if you have this one going like darker or further down, and this one's a little bit higher up, it'll like make your eyes look like they're different sizes. Like one eye will look bigger than the other. So you really just want to make sure that you're just like checking it and making sure it looks nice and even. So now I'm going to go in with that shade Radio, and since this is a shimmer shade, just be careful, since we now already have our foundation on. Tap off as much excess as you can. And then I'm connecting these here too, and that's what's going to kind of get rid of that weird line that we had. Taking a big sky color and putting this more on the front end. So pretty much the same exact thing that we did at the top of the eye, we're now doing at the bottom. And I brought that color too low, but I will fix that. Okay, so that is what the eyes look like. I'm gonna also add a inner corner and brow bone highlight using a really tiny little brush. I'm just going to take a mixture of these two colors and put that right in my inner corner. And then the same thing on the brow bone. Alright guys, so that is it. That is the finished look. I did film also a review, first impressions kind of thing with this foundation. So that will hopefully be up by Friday. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. Yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Bye! you.